So we'll begin by sitting cross-legged. Put the hands on knees, back straight. Take a deep breath in, and as you breathe out, let go. We'll just bring our attention on the breathing. For a minute or two, we'll just focus on the air we are taking in and out, trying to just follow that air. There is no manipulation, no change that we are doing consciously. So we begin our practice. We'll keep one thing in mind, that as we practice, the practice of yoga is more based on, as we had mentioned, that it's more about experience rather than reading or even hearing to somebody. Although at some level, the study of scriptures and hearing to someone helps from a thought perspective. And sometimes when we are lost and we are trying to find the path, those all things help at that level. But as we go deeper into the practice, these all scriptures and trying to follow specific words or text might not be the thing you want to do. And it basically follows from the same rule of same thing which Sankhya philosophy had mentioned, that everything which exists in the Prakriti has in some form the way we perceive things and the way things are. There might be a gap there, and the way I might be saying certain words now, the experience I have is at one end, the words I'm speaking is another. The way you receive the same words might be different, the way you process them might be different. So there is always a gap in the way things are being transferred or transmitted from one end to the other. So there's always some form of impurity or some form of distortion. And that's why we do not want to 100% rely on it or trying to dissect it to minute level, trying to come to the experience level where we bring our attention to the awareness and focus on getting touch with that element of our own self, and from there trying to get the guidance or receive what has to be received. So we'll begin our practice today. We'll be doing restorative poses. We'll begin with one set of surya namaskar. Both the feet are together, palms are together, thumb touching the chest, and back is straight. Take a deep breath in, and as we breathe out, completely let go. Om Hiranmayena Patrena Satyasyapi Hitam Mukham Tattvam Pushan Apavrinu Satyadharmaya Drishtay. Om Mitraya Namaha. And we bring both the hands up. Look up towards the ceiling and a little back bend. So your whole upper body is stretched. Legs are engaged to maintain the straight legs. Neck is stretched as you look up towards your hands. Om Ravaye Namaha. Now keeping your arms beside your ears, slowly bend forward. Completely let go your upper body. Legs are straight, knees are locked, upper body is completely surrendered to the gravity. Feel the pull of gravity. Although a lot of knowledge from the ancient India where much of the information or the knowledge was gained through these practices and through the experience and intuition. But there are still certain things which are still remaining, which we know of and which gives us an indication. Om Surya Namaha. Now both the hands are beside our feet. Right leg goes back, right knee is on the floor. Come up on your fingertips, look diagonally up. In this pose, you want to maintain the stretch in the legs, thighs, and let go your upper body. If you take an example from the ancient India, where these practices were done, the knowledge of what is the distance between the planets, between Earth and Moon, and numerous other details were exactly known through the intuition and through these alignment with that self and receiving the information from the higher consciousness. In the same way, there are a number of other studies, including whether it was medicine or astronomy, astrology, mathematics. If you have read about Ramanuja, who was a great mathematician, he received complex formulas of mathematics through intuition. Om Bhanave Namaha. And now the other leg goes back. Our whole body is in one straight line. Head, neck, back, and legs. So the power of these practices are absolutely undervalued. But at the same time, these practices need a lot of commitment, dedication, and a pure heart. So not just now, even Upanishads, it is mentioned there that there are only few who want to go in this path. And out of those, there are only few who stick to the practice. And from those few who stick to the practice, there are few who achieve the goal of yoga. Om Khagaya Namaha. Both the knees on the floor, chest and chin straight towards the ground. Ashtang namaskar. Chin, chest, both the palms, knees and toes. And that's why if you do not see a lot of people joining you in these practices, it should not be a surprise. It's been there since Upanishad times, so we are talking like 5,000 years ago. Let go your face muscles, elbows, ankles. Om Pushane Namaha. Straighten your body, head up, look up towards the ceiling. Make sure that your body below your navel region is on the ground. Elbows are bent and support your back. Legs are together, sole of the foot pointing up. Gaze is up towards the ceiling. Bhujangasana. But that is the power of the ultimate goal. Other than that, even if you have your goals of keeping up with your health, strengthening your mind power, or even developing some form of connection to self and intuition, these practices work wonderfully even for those goals. Om Hiranyagarbhaya Namaha. Middle body goes all the way up, chin closer to chest, heels pushing towards the ground. As long as we stay here, we want to maintain our tailbone pointing a little slight up and back. We want to maintain the heels pushing towards the ground. Stomach pulled in. Top of the head comfortably pointing towards the ground. Focus on the muscles which are stretched in the back of our legs. This pose particularly strengthens the legs. Some part of the hands has slight benefit of inverted pose.
Om Marichay Namaha. Both the knees on the floor, right leg in the front, come up on your fingertips, look diagonally up. Our gaze is towards the diagonal corner of the room, or you can just close your eyes and maintain slight upward direction of your head and focus on the center of your eyebrows. This pose works on the Agya chakra. So we want to make sure that we maintain our focus on the Agya chakra. You can visualize that there is some light entering from the center of the eyebrows, going straight towards the navel region. Om Adityaya Namaha. And now we bring the other leg in the front. Both the feet are together. Straighten your legs. Take a deep breath in. And as we breathe out, grab hold of your toes, ankles, whatever is available to you. Maintain that stretch. Focus is on the tailbone. Let go your face muscles, neck, head. Padhastasana. Just like we did our schooling with the 12 years of basic education, in the same form, these all practices require dedication for a number of years. And depending on the intensity of your practice, depending on how you are approaching it and what your circumstances are, usually it is said 12 years is the time to keep practicing, and slowly the gate of that inner journey starts to open for you. And then let go. Om Savitri Namaha. Now keeping your arms beside your ears, slowly come up. Look up towards the ceiling and a little back bend. In some of the scriptures, it is mentioned 12 to 20 years. And it absolutely depends on each person. Om Arkaya Namaha. And we spread our arms wide. Pranamasana. Om Bhaskaraya Namaha. Now keeping your palms together, thumb touching the chest, back straight. We'll do the second half, left side with breathing. Breathe in, both the hands up. Breathe out, both the hands down. Breathe in, left leg back. Breathe out, right leg back. Hold your breath in plank. Go in Ashtanga. Straighten your body as you breathe in. Head goes up. look up towards the ceiling. Make sure that the body part below your navel region is on the ground. Elbows are bent, shoulders are not going up. Bhujangasana. Breathe out, middle body goes all the way up. Chin closer to chest, heels pushing towards the ground. Breathe in, both the knees on the floor, left leg in the front. Come up on your fingertips, look diagonally up. Breathe out, right leg in the front. Breathe in, both the hands up. Breathe out, Pranamasana. One of the concept which is mentioned in the scriptures is about Maya. And it kind of comes from the fact that we all know that ultimately our life is just like a tiny duration here. We have certain impact, certain actions, and then finally we leave everything, and the final thing is death, which happens. But we are still not working towards these practices to connect to the element which is beyond this birth and death, which is the reason why a living being is living. The only one thing. So we want to connect to that. And because we forget this ultimate thing, that there isn't really much. If it is only death which is going to release you, then what we are doing, we want to really align that to the real goal or the real self, rather than putting our energy which is outside our need. So we'll begin our next 11 rounds at our own pace. Right side, both the hands. We'll do by our own self. And then left. Right. Make sure that we maintain those three things in mind: relaxing the muscles, or just using exactly what is needed in each pose, the muscles which are needed. Second is synchronizing the breathing, and third is keeping a smile on your face, or a simple joy of practice. We'll do the left side. Right side. 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 Left side. We'll do 3 more. Right side. Left side. Right side. Left side. Right side. Left side. Last one. Right side. Left side. Bring your attention back to the body. You can take your time to finish your rounds. Once you're done, stay still. There's no movement. One set of surya namaskar is good enough to maintain the general health, to maintain the general flow of pranic energy in the spinal region. Just observe the change in the body, in the mind. And these practices can be used to bring your awareness onto what things are impacting you in what way. To give an example, if it is food, you can also, as you keep the practice going regularly, you can observe how these practices impact you, or how you feel about these practices while you're having different foods each day on the previous day. Just a small observation. For a certain time, you can also observe just this much, that what did you eat the last day and how was your practice today, and keep a track of that. And you will know for this system how does that food impact you. In the same form, you can try to get other things and see how that impacts us in various ways. That's to build the awareness aspect, and that's one of the main goals of doing these practices. So we'll begin with the restorative poses. We'll start with the tabletop position. So both the knees are on the floor, shoulder width distance. You can either measure both the palms in the way that your elbow touches your knees and palms are on the floor, or you can just keep them comfortably on the floor with the same distance as your knee. Feet also goes the same distance. So this is called tabletop position. You can adjust the distance as you feel most comfortable. We do not want to have a lot of angle here, outside or in, trying to balance our shoulder or align our shoulder to our palm. Once in this position, we are going to do breathe in, head up, and your upward curve of your back. So your middle back is pulled down, your head is up, upward curve of spine. Breathe out. So that was downward curve of spine. This is upward curve of spine, and head goes down, chin closer to chest. Stomach is pulled in. As we breathe out, complete breathe out. As we breathe in, head goes up and downward curve of your spine, the middle part of the spine, basically. So cup shape, and then breathe out. Again, chin closer to chest. Middle back goes all the way up. Stomach is pulled in. We'll do this continuously. Slowly, we are not doing it fast. With full awareness on the spine. Complete breathe out. Stomach is pulled in the final. And then again, breathe in. Head up. Middle back is pulled all the way down. Breathe out. Middle back goes all the way up. Stomach is pulled in. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. And then release. Let go. Next, we are going to bring right hand up in the same position and left leg up. Trying to keep straight leg, straight hand, the opposite side, and keep both of them pulling in the opposite direction outwards. It will create a stretch in the diagonal line of your body. Feel that stretch. Maintain that stretch with normal breathing. And then again, come back. Same thing the other side. This time we'll bring our left hand up and right leg back. Maintain that opposite pull. Feel that diagonal stretch. And then again back. We'll do the other one a little faster. other 2 more rounds. So this time left leg goes back, right hand goes up. Breathe out, again back. Now left side, left leg, right leg up, left hand up, stretch, and then again back. Do one more time, last time. Breathe in, one hand and one leg up. Breathe out, again back. Breathe in the other side. Breathe out, again back. The next one in the same series, we are going to do Vyagrasana. Vyagrasana, that is tiger pose. As the name suggests, this pose basically brings in the attention, the alertness, like a tiger. So in this case, we are going to bring our right leg up and bend it. When we bend, we'll look up. We are trying to bring our toe as closer to the head as possible as we breathe in here. And then when you have to breathe out, you can keep your right leg bent, bring the knee under your body in the front, and let your forehead try to touch the right knee in the front. As you breathe out, once you have complete breathe out, then again, bring your leg back. This time you're not bending it, just back straight, head is straight, and then breathe out all the way down on the floor. We'll do the same thing with left side. Left leg is up and bent. As you breathe in, we are trying to bring our head, we're looking up and trying to bring the toe and head as closer as possible. Breathe out, the knee goes under the body in the front, forehead as closer to the knee as possible. Breathe in, back straight, release, breathe out on the floor. We'll do 2 more by our own self. Right side. Left side. Right side. Left side. And release. Now we are going to do the Pashu Vishrantyasana. That is one of the very typical poses done for restorative. So we'll just sit comfortably cross-legged, and then we'll release one of the leg back. And in some cases, this leg can go all the way straight. It creates more stretch, kind of second level for this. So it's up to you if you want to go that way. If not, you can keep your left leg any position which is most comfortable. Right leg is bent. Both the hands are on the right knee. We are turned towards the right side. So there is actually a twist of your body from the waistline here towards the right side. Both the hands go up. As you breathe in, breathe out, stomach is pulled all the way in. We bend forward. And once you're all the way down, then put your palms on the floor, your forehead on the ground. If you cannot put your forehead on the ground, then you can bend your hands and put your forehead there, let it relax. Or you can also make fist with your hands and decide what height your head needs to rest on. And accordingly, you can maintain that. The goal is to completely let go here. There is no part we are trying to stretch, although because of the position, there will be stretch in the right thigh side. But we are not consciously trying to stretch any body part here. We are simply letting go. The whole goal here is to completely let go.
One of the ways to let go or have a little deeper relaxation is to scan through your body. You can scan through your face muscles, back of your ears, your fingers, palms, wrist, forearm, elbow, upper arm, shoulder socket, your back, your hips, calf muscles. And slowly we'll come back. So when we are coming back, we'll come back exactly the same way. Both the hands are together and up, and then release. We'll do the same thing the other side. So this time, left leg is in the front, right leg is back. If you feel like, you can keep this leg all the way straight. But if you're keeping this straight, then you might want to let this leg have a little more gap here. You can decide how you want to maintain that. But if not, you can just keep this leg relaxed. Both the hands are on the knee. Both hands go up as we breathe in. Breathe out, stomach is pulled in. We'll bend forward. Bend all the way forward, and then we bring our palms on the floor, forehead as close to the ground as possible. If it doesn't touches the ground, you can bend your hand and let your forehead relax on the hands. You can scan through your body, face muscles, back of your ears, your shoulders, upper arm, elbow, forearm, wrist, palms, fingers, and you can focus on the middle body, hips, calf muscles, both the feet. And then slowly we'll come back exactly the way we went. Both the hands are straight together. And then slowly we'll bring both the hands up on the knee and then release. Now we are going to come sit. Both the knees are bent. We'll do Jhalana Lurkana Asana. So we'll hug our both the knees together, grab hold of the opposite ankles. Make sure that you have good support for the back as we roll back. It should not be hard surface on which you're rolling. So breathe in, breathe out, let go. Next breathe in, we are going to push with our feet. And we'll roll back. And then as we breathe out, again back in the sitting position. So breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out. 5 rounds. Focus on the massage that you feel in the back. And in the final pose, we'll lie on our back and we'll do the same thing the sideways. So we'll roll to one side. So we'll do Baddha Konasana. In this, what we do is we again are in the lying position and we bend both the legs. We are going to open our knees out as possible. Both the hands can be kept either on your abdomen or one hand you can keep on your chest and one hand on the abdomen. Either is fine. We are just keeping both the feet together and opening our knee outwards. Supta Baddha Konasana. Normal breathing as we stay here. As much as the stretchings are important, the restorative poses are also equally important. As we mentioned, the moon and the sun aspect. The sun represents the life force energy here. And the moon represents the mental energy. When we work on the restorative poses, we are basically calming our mind down. So there are when you're working with the action or when we are stretching our body, at some level our state goes into the fight or flight mode where we are trying to maintain the either the balance or the stretch or stretching to a little more limits of our own self. And on the opposite side, when we are doing restorative poses, we are activating our parasympathetic nervous system, going a little deeper, settling down, relaxing those all nerves. And now slowly you can bring your knees back together and we will do leg raise. So you can, if you're not able to do the Viparit Karani, you can use the wall to support your legs. So our goal here is to bringing our legs up and slowly letting your hands be on your waistline so that you can support your palms on your side of your waistline here, and both the legs are straight up. In the beginning, your leg might be here, a little back, and that's absolutely fine, but make sure that you're working towards bringing it as much as possible straight perpendicular to the ground. And if you're not able to do this at all, like not able to bring your hips all the way up, you can take support of the wall. Our goal here is to let the blood flow from the leg region or from the feet in the opposite direction towards our middle body. It's an excellent classical pose to circulate the blood, which many times is not effectively circulated because we are mostly up, straight upside. So we want to let that blood flow, and to encourage the blood flow a little more faster, our goal here is to let go your leg muscles. This is called Viparit Karni. Legs are straight, your back is 45 degrees, head and neck is on the floor, your elbows are on the ground, palms are supporting your hips here. This is a Viparit Karni mudra. It's not an asana, it's not a pose, it's a mudra. It is given the designation of a mudra, and mudra means that it can be done for as long as you want. And then whoever feels ready, they can also go to the next pose, which is called Sarvangasana. You can try that if you want to, where we again push our body a little more up, and we are supporting our middle back with our hands so that chin automatically touches the chest. This is Sarvangasana. As the name suggests, most of the body part is straight up. Excellent pose for thyroid. If you feel ready, you can also try Halasana. If you're ready, if not, just stay in as per the stage. You can either support your legs on the wall, that is the first stage. Second is Viparit Karni, third is Sarvangasana, and fourth is Halasana. So wherever you are, our goal is to let the blood flow towards the body, middle body. So even if you are against the wall, it is still very beneficial. If you're doing plow pose, this is Halasana. We interlace our hands in the front and toes go all the way back. Legs are straight. Slowly we'll come back. When we are coming back, make sure that your neck and head is not going above the ground. It's okay to bend your legs. It's okay to take any other support, but not let our neck or head go above ground. And then slowly you can let your legs go all the way down, very slowly. And then when you're all the way down, immediately we are going to do Matsyasana. So for Matsyasana, we'll bend both the legs. The Padmasana will be best. If you can't do Padmasana, then simple cross-legged, and let your knees go all the way back. You're still in the sleeping position. You're just letting your knees or legs go all the way on the floor. Once they're on all the way front in the floor, with the support of your elbow, let the top of the head be on the ground.
Both the palms are on abdomen. 30 seconds. Here the blood is encouraged to flow from the middle body to the top of the head. And slowly release. With the support of your hands, first release your head, and then you can release your legs. We'll do Supta Udarkarshanasana or mermaid pose. We're almost short of time, so this will be our last pose. It is a spinal twist pose. Both the feet are bent. We'll lie on our back. And we interlace our hands behind our neck or head, whichever is most comfortable. You can position it there between your neck and head. And both the knees are bent, heels as closer to the body as possible. Both the knees are bent towards the left side. Your gaze is towards the right side. And now you can let your feet go a little up. Let your elbows bend a little more right side. Let your gaze go towards both the feet, as if your feet are facing your elbows and you are looking towards your feet. So maximum stretch. You are trying to keep both the knees together. This is called mermaid pose. There's maximum twist in the spine. An excellent pose to release some of the stress on the vertebrae, side vertebrae. And then again, when we're coming back, we'll first straighten our body. And then we'll go to the other side. So this time, both the knees go to the right. We'll look towards your left. Once both the knees are together towards the right, we can let our feet go a little up. Let our left elbow go closer to the feet. Both the feet are pushed so that they're facing towards your elbow. Your gaze, we are trying to bring as closer to the feet as possible. So maximum stretch, and at the same time, trying to keep both the knees together towards the right side. Maintain that twist. Enjoy that twist. Even though we are stretching some part here, but our goal is on letting go. Keep that part stretched and let go. Let go the other parts. Let only the pose create the stretching. Our goal is to relax, enjoy that twist, settle into that twist. And then again back. We'll straighten our body. We'll do one more, a little faster this time. So breathe in, breathe out one side, breathe in back, breathe out the other side, and then breathe in back. And then let go. Both the legs are straight, apart. Both the hands are beside the body, palms facing up. And that completes our restorative poses. We'll now lie on Shavasana. I'm going to name different parts of the body. Bring your attention on that part. Clench those muscles, move that part, and then let go. We'll start with both the toes together. Both the feet fingers. Both the feet together. Ankles, calf muscles, knee joint, thigh muscles, your hips. You can bend your legs. You can cross them in the front. or you can stretch them in any direction, whichever feels good, and then let go. For the last one time, you can move both the legs and let them be on the floor. Bring your attention on lower back, middle back, upper back, your whole spine, your shoulders, arm, elbow, forearm, wrist, palms, and fingers. Both the hands are bent. You can cross them in the front, above your head, or sideways. Do any movement. And then relax. Both the hands are beside the body, palms are facing up. You can bring your attention on neck, chest, stomach, abdomen, your upper body. You can move your upper body and just feel each of the body part and then let go. Bring your attention on back of your neck, back of your head, top of your head, forehead, eyebrows, eyeballs, nose, cheeks, upper lip, chin, jaw, tongue and teeth. Both the ears together, back of your ears. Your throat, your whole face is relaxed. You can bring your attention on the micro folds of your forehead. Expand them out as if they are straightening all the way. Same thing with the back of our ears. Try to feel that you're releasing all those folds. Now bring your attention on breathing. Take a couple of deep breaths. I'm going to give you some visualizations to do. Try to visualize it as real as possible, as if it's happening right now. I want you to imagine that you are able to separate into two parts. There is another identical body of yours, which can be raised up. And that body is as if connected from your navel region like a rope to the other one. Try to visualize that the body, which is completely identical to you, is rising up, going all the way up towards the ceiling. And you can feel that rope, the connection from that body to your navel region. Now imagine that the body, we can call it maybe astral body or the you, can watch the body which is lying on the floor. Can observe the ground, the floor, the ceilings. But that body has no limits. The walls, the objects, does not block it. It's able to go beyond the ceiling, all the way up, beyond the roof. There are no limits for that body, and it can go all the way up. Visualize it going all the way up in the sky. Now decide one destination where you want to go and observe that destination and come back. Fix on one point. It can be any other part on the earth. It can be outside the earth. It can be a particular place, maybe your own home, old home, anywhere. Just fix up one location. And now visualize that that body is traveling through the space, going through all the objects around. And imagine that it has reached the place of your destination. And now observe each and every part there, each and every corner. Visualize the people, the exact state of that place. Anything you remember about imagine you have seen all the things you wanted to see there. Meet all the people. Although you can see everything, but nobody can see you. And now you're heading back. Visualize yourself going all the way, again coming here, through the roof, through the ceiling, again back. And now visualize that body coming all the way in, and it is back in this state. Bring your attention in the center of your eyebrows. Repeat your resolve, one thing which you want to achieve right now very clearly. Then you can move your feet, move your hands, turn to one side and sit. Thank you for joining.